Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Love Supreme. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube or anything. In a little while. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie. But I got some really great things coming in, some great news. I've been working behind the scenes doing different things. So yeah. I want to say in my last video I did a Sheen haul, and then I also had shown like the singing bowl that I had, which I actually decided to put into practice within my business. So we're gonna get into that real soon too. But yeah, so I definitely did go on that retreat. That's a whole story within itself. But to say the least, it was very transformative, of course, but it definitely showed me more about myself and just basically all of the terms and realms of growth that I've been through within the past couple of years. It definitely showed me that. So of course, I know that everybody has their own niche and everything on YouTube as far as like fashion, travel, different things like that, but me, I want to encompass everything because I'm not just a one avenue kind of person. I'm a person who does a lot of different things, and I'm interested in a lot of different things. So I feel like this channel should be something that's very diverse, has a lot of content and a lot of different things, and topics that are touched that maybe other people don't really shine light on. So with that being said, going further into it, one thing that I did do recently, I had so a couple months ago I had deleted everything, meaning I deleted my website. For those of you who know and who don't know, I am an astrologist. For a minute, I had something going on with my identity crisis, you know what I'm saying? So for a minute I had basically dropped astrology and dropped a lot of things that I was doing, and just basically I was in a phase of just figuring out what was best for me and what I liked, and everything as far as life purpose and everything goes, So yeah, that's what I've really been doing. So within the midst of that, dropping everything and basically restarting everything, that's how I really got back onto YouTube and doing different videos and stuff, and basically taking the pressure off of myself and not putting myself in a box to just do one thing, because astrology just isn't the only thing that I do. I also do energy work and healing, things of that nature, everything spirituality, everything fashion, of course. Love fashion, love commenting on fashion, trying on different things, as you guys know already, what you've seen on YouTube. And I also just like to talk about different areas and topics of life, because life is a very interesting thing. We're all here for a specific reason and a specific purpose, so I feel like it's just important to talk about those things, So yeah, after I broke down everything, revamped everything, meaning like just tore everything down and got rid of everything and just started fresh and new, of course people started asking me about readings. People started asking me about natal birth chart readings, which I provide, and other things that I'm doing, So that led me to, as of like within the last couple of weeks, I have been basically just rebranding myself and offering things that I love to do, and just reminding myself like, wow, this is something that you're good at. Not only that, but this is something that is in your calling, it's in your destiny, and it's in your purpose. So those kinds of things, especially when they pop up for you more than one time or one reoccurrence in life, and it's something that is like a reoccurring theme, most likely that's a part of what you're supposed to be doing, So I said, all right then, since Spirit is sending me a message, I'm a heed to it, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. For me, the number 3 has been very relevant in my life, meaning like third time's the charm. So baby, this is gonna be the third time me putting up stuff, Back in 2017 is when I was like, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing my destiny. I'm doing what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. But it's not that it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. It was more so, there's steps to things, there's a process to things, and a lot of things that I've had to realize. Well, one of the most important things is patience. Patience has been a very big theme within my life, especially when you grow up in an environment or city, whatever, where you are wanting to get to your goals and destination quick, and as quickly as possible. But life does not work like that all the time. And sometimes there are steps to things. You may see a vision and you may see an end result, or what you think it to be an end result is, but really and truly, there are detours. There is no just linear straight line to how things work out within life. So yeah, I started off I don't know where this is going, but yeah, I started off basically with my own skincare business. I had a like natural made, the shea butter. Everybody start off with that shea butter, baby. So I started off with the shea butters. I started off with the body oils. I started off with everything. I had an Etsy shop, but then I was like, oh, I want a blog too. So I had a blog on WordPress, right? And it was working. I had some views and stuff. I had people, but I didn't get as much interaction as I wanted to. And at that point, I'm like, okay, well, what am I not doing? What's going on, And then, of course, I had a whole different brand name and a whole different concept and a whole different of everything. It was all different, baby. It was all different. And I was like, well, what is it that I'm not doing? And sometimes it's not what you aren't doing. It's just the fact that it's teaching you not to give up, and to also to keep going with certain things within your life, especially within business, because business is not easy at all, especially when you are an entrepreneur. It's different when you see other people with businesses and they already have a financial pool, or they already have, resources and investments and different things of that nature. And some people, only thing they gotta do is just, sit down at a business meeting, slap their name on something, and they just go on about their business. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to really put much thought into concepts or branding or financial resources, different things of that nature. So it was different. So then I was like, okay, well, I have two different sources of social media and websites and different things of that nature, but I wanted to merge it both into one, because I've seen that before, a blog, a store that's online and everything, but at the time I didn't know how to make a website or nothing, so I was just going along with things. So then that's when I had changed my brand name to A Piece of Peace, and then I had made my website last year. I want to say it was in June of last year is when I made my official website. Had Astrology Readings. I don't think I offered counseling at the time, but it had Astrology Readings. It also had the blog, of course, which I was talking about different transits with the moon and everything of that nature. And like new moons, full moons, and what kind of energy does that do to impact us as a whole society, those kinds of things. Astrological topics, of course. And I also was going to get into different things like palmistry and all different types of stuff, which is still a big possibility, but I'm just talking about where I came from. Okay. And then eventually, I was, I was marketing myself, but the thing about me and social media is, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm more of an introverted kind of person. Like, throughout social media and different things like that, how people be having thousands of followers and stuff, I be selective, honey. People be requesting, and I look at it, and I look at your page, I look at, you know what I mean? So it was hard for me to differentiate like market versus personal, So that was something that was interesting. And then another thing too is, you don't really meet a lot of astrologers, people who do what I do. You don't really meet a lot of people who are, within the spiritual realm of business. And if you do, they are more so like tarot readers or oracles, which is basically kind of the same thing, just a different concept. But yeah, Actually, I think I did also offer an oracle spread as well within counseling on there. That was like one of the last services that I did on there. But even still, like, it really depends on the kind of market that you are going for, you know, because not everybody is spiritually inclined, to say the least. Not everybody is open to spirituality. A lot of people are still in the realms of religion and what that means to them, which is totally their choice, you know. But yeah, so it's been a ride. It's been an interesting couple of years, you know, setting out sites within finding what works, finding what doesn't work, and sticking with what does work, you know. But I do know that connections are very, very, very important, you know. So yeah, I say that to say, like, yeah, I had to break it down, baby. I had to get rid of some things. I had to, you know, because, you know, as much as some people are detached from their business, like I said, there's some people who just slap their names and go on with their life. There's other people who this is their livelihood, this is their legacy, and I'm one of those people, you know. So I feel like it wasn't just me just being like, oh, I'm just going to have a business. No, like, there needs to be purpose behind it. There needs to be a mission behind it. There needs to be a set kind of passion from myself to be able to be like, okay, I'm going to get up every day and do this. I find joy within it. I find peace within it. I find like, okay, my mission is being completed. I feel satisfaction. You know what I mean? Those kinds of things are important to me. So, and then on top of that, like, I was going through some things, baby. You know, once you evolve, you know, you see that reflection not only within yourself, but outside of yourself. And it also reflects into your business, especially if you are a passionate business owner as myself, you know, because my business is centered around serving and being of service to people. So, yeah. So, new brand name, y'all. New brand name for my business is called BlossumCentral. And why is it called BlossumCentral? Oh, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so amazing concept. So my sister circle that I'm a part of, it has a floral theme to it, right? And it helped me so much within my life and within my journey, especially when I needed it, because, you know, the things that you need the most come to you when you need them the most, you know. And the people, places, things, events, everything just happens within alignment. So yeah, so I got the concept partially from that. So BlossumCentral to me is that I always think of seeds. You know, we always plant seeds when we give people information, when we give people a sense of enlightenment within themselves. So it's just important to me to always be a person who plants seeds, because that's what I've always done all of my life, you know. Anybody who's had a intimate conversation with me, or just a, you know, regular one-to-one, they've always gotten information, or I've always gotten information. And I always know that whomever I'm talking to or whoever I come across, there's always a reason behind it. Everything is not mundane or as surface level as we always think it to be, you know, because one thing that you can say to a person can change their perspective. And that to me is very important, you know. So BlossumCentral, we planting seeds over here, baby. That's what we doing, you know. We planting the seeds, and then what does the seed do? You water it, you nurture it, and you let it grow into what it's supposed to be, or let it grow into what it chooses to be versus what other people or society feels like it should be within the realms of what we deem to be as normal, or as what we deem to be as accepted, you know. Because me myself, like I said, how many people you know who's an astrologer? Okay, I was going through in the towel a couple times, baby, but I'm here and I got purpose. So we doing this. We here, you know. Like me doing this right now, okay, it took a lot of tenacity, okay, it took a lot of willpower and strength. Now I feel comfortable, but a couple of years ago, baby, I used to be trembling. Okay, I used to be overthinking it, you know, because I wanted things to be so perfect, you know, because baby, I'm a Virgo rising, so, You know, it could go either way. It could go, we in the realm of perfectionism, blah, 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 blase. Or we can be in the realm of, okay, calm down. You good, you cool, you straight, you straight, you know? So yeah, for those of you who want to, I want you to, baby, I want you to log in your computer, okay? And I want you to go to www.blossumcentral.com. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so that is www.blossumcentral. Ooh, let's spell that over again. www.blossumcentral.com. Yes, we spelling our blossom with a U, you know, because U represents, you know, divine feminine energy, water energy, and different things of that nature. And if you a seed, baby, you're gonna need that water to grow. You know, everything that I do is with a purpose. There's always a reason behind it. Okay. But yeah, it was very great, and it was a process to make this website, because I did that from scratch as well. And if y'all want to know, I use Wix too. Okay, I use Wix. We ain't gonna be secretive around here. Okay, you need a website builder and also your domain and everything, which they do, and they always have some type of deal going on. So I use Wix. It took me a little minute, you know, but I got it together. Okay, I got it together. The concept, the branding, the logo, everything, I did that. Okay, I did that. I'm proud of that. And I did that not for me, but for us. Okay, because I do this thing. So yeah, what's offered on my website? So I have, of course, astrology readings. I have tropical Western astrology, which is something that I would be seeing in my perspective as the ego. And ego is not negative, because we always think when somebody says ego that means negative, and it's not. Ego is just basically what your personality has been groomed to be within society from when you were a child, right? So this could be seen as the personality and the inner dialogue that is going on with the person within their chart. So we got the tropical Western natal birth chart reading, okay? And then the second one we have is the sidereal natal birth astrology chart. Ooh, that's a lot of words. But yes, we got that. That is more so sidereal or Vedic astrology, or Vedic, however you want to pronounce that, baby. You know what I'm talking about. That is the astrology that is the most oldest. Like, it's one of the most ancient forms of astrology. Like, opposed to Western and tropical astrology, within the United States, people use tropical and Western astrology, which is more so like more modern, right? And it's based around the sun, which is the ego, which is, you know, that persona of a person. And then when you go into Vedic or sidereal astrology, this is basically like what your personality or who you are in real time is really like. And it also gives the real timing of the planets. So this is really great for say if you want to look at certain transits and what's really happening versus what would be predicted to happen or most likely to happen in tropical astrology. So that would be really great for that. And then also within sidereal, it can be seen as something that's a little bit more, I want to say, you know how sometimes within readings people are very, I don't want to say optimistic, but very, fantasy-like? Like, oh my gosh, everything's wonderful, everything's great. Well, with Vedic astrology, it can be seen as being a little bit more actualized, a little bit more, not malefic, but something in the realms of malefic. You know, they have malefic planetary labels and benefic, you know, so it's kind of like a little bit more not harsh, but just more realistic per se. But yeah, I definitely recommend that though, because say if you are a Aquarius sun, for instance, right? In the sidereal chart, you would be classified as a Capricorn based upon, you know, the degrees and the placements and everything of that nature, right? But it really gives you actualized feeling, you know, how you really feel. Like, because somebody could be like, yeah, I'm a Aquarius sun, but I kind of feel like a Capricorn for some reason. And you can actually see that in your sidereal chart, why that is, you know. And then also your rising sign in that chart as well can definitely give you some interpretations about, you know, what you physically really in fact look like, you know, because your first house represents the house of self. So this will represent what you actually look like physically. Not only that, but if you are going through some type of like physical conditions, the first house can also show that. And within the sidereal aspect of it as well, it can give you even more accurate results than you had initially, say if you had a tropical reading. And then the last one, which is, woo, baby, it's the icing on a cake. It's the icing on a cake. We are going to be doing the Draconic natal chart reading. I really love this reading because it is the chart of the soul. You know, Draconic astrology in general is classified as being astrology of the soul. So this is basically who you are at the core level. And just as the tropical would be sun-based, this is actually moon-based, and the moon is inner instead of it being outer. So this is you at the core level, your soul's energetic signature and frequency, before you even decide to come onto this realm and into this earth. This is basically, you know, the moon in this chart really depicts, you know, what kind of personality you got going on in here. And this is who you are at the core before you came into reincarnation, right? So that means before any type of social or parental conditioning or indoctrination. That means that this is you in your most rawest form, without anybody else's input, anybody else's you know, takes on you, opinions of you, anything like that, that shapes you to who you are. You know, this is you before all of that, who you is, baby. That's what it is. And then also, oh, this is 22 minutes. I didn't mean for it to be this long, y'all. I actually had a whole different topic that I was finna talk about, but we'll see how things go, because I might talk about that as well. But yeah, I might just put it into another video. But I guess this will just be labeled as like intro or reintroduction to BlossumCentral, you know what I'm saying? Or just, you know, a birthing of BlossumCentral. But yeah, another thing that, let me just close this because I ain't even using this. I planned on it. But another thing that I will be doing is distant Reiki healing. So distant Reiki is well, really, Reiki healing energy, it's a form of energy healing through the hands or through the eyes or through, you know, the breath. Different techniques are used, but it's mostly primarily used from the hands. That's what it's mostly known for, and it's a Japanese energy healing technique. And what it does is it uses the person who is the practitioner or the healer, the Reiki healer, right? And what happens is the energetic frequency that comes from the universe, which is universal healing energy, comes through that person as a vessel in order to distribute that healing energy to the client. So say if somebody has, I don't know why this came to my mind, but multiple sclerosis, or they have fibromyalgia, different conditions like this, right? You know, the Reiki practitioner can help you with those kinds of things, you know, and depending on the Reiki practitioner and what they decide to do or their techniques in healing, they can help you with certain levels of that frequency, because, you know, every disease, which is dis-ease, right, it connects to one or more of your energetic four bodies, which is your mental, your emotional, your physical, and your spiritual. You know, everything that is interpreted physically starts off in the spiritual first. So really and truly, Reiki can be used to further help you subside those pains, or, you know, also help you to reveal some of those deeper emotional things that link to the pain within your body, and to help you to release those things. So really and truly, like, there's some great stuff going on, okay? Some great stuff. And then another thing, I want to say, the last thing that I have on there right now, because I'm always going to be adding stuff on there, but another thing that I'm going to be adding is counseling services. And I'm also going to be using an oracle deck just for further confirmation on the guidance and advice further given. But yeah, that is important to me too, because all of it is really counseling when you think about it. But you know, sometimes people just want a safe space in order to talk about anything and everything. You know, some people don't have that kind of support system for someone to just be there to listen, or someone to give them constructive feedback and intuitive guidance and messages that they need to hear at that moment in time. You know, everybody needs support in one or more areas of their life, and I'm definitely providing that because I feel like that is needed. Yeah, this is really, really great. You know, I intended on for real, yeah, I was going to be talking about something else. I was going to talk about like some another topic within astrology, but it got to this. So yeah. And yeah, different things are going on that are just amazing and miraculous right now within my life. And I'm definitely going to make it a point to come on here more frequently so that you guys could be up to date on everything. But I'm definitely thankful and grateful for all of you who have subscribed to me. I really appreciate that. You know, that doesn't mean I'm never going to do Sheen hauls and stuff like that, because I definitely am. That's a big part of, you know, who I am too. I love to express myself through fashion, through art, you know, and then also my business, astrology, and healing services and all of that great stuff. But I just wanted to let you guys know what I've been up to, what I've been doing, you know, understand? Because I don't think I've been back since, I want to say, late June or July or something like that. And it's September right now, baby. So we finna get it on cracking, okay? And I feel like too, I want to eventually put some travel vlogging and stuff in there. I mean, it's gonna happen because things is happening. I'm telling you. But yeah, I would love it if you guys would like, share, and subscribe this video, okay? Let your friends know, let your mama know, let your daddy know, let your pappy know, let everybody know, okay? Okay, Shayla Supreme, she here, we in here, okay? Yeah. And I'm also going to definitely link my website there. You know, all of the services are listed, all the prices are listed as well. If you have any questions, you can definitely email me at BlossumCentral at gmail.com. Okay, what else? Yeah, I'll definitely put the email down there too. And yeah, yes, I might go ahead later, I don't know, I might do a Facebook Live or something, and then maybe upload it to here. We'll see if I can figure out how to do that. If not, then I will just do another video. But until then, I love you guys. I thank you guys so much for supporting me and subscribing to me. And until next time, bye.